Hello. Hi, Prashanth.
Hi, can you
Uh,
hear me?
yes. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. What about you?
Yeah, also doing good. Thank you. So, shall we start?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, that's great. So, I'm sharing you one question.
Okay.
Okay, so you once you can start with that. So, have you joined with the on the browser or app?
Browser.
Okay. So, I think you can share your screen. I'm sharing the question.
Okay.
I have shared the question.
Yes, actually, my system is getting slow. I don't know why. Uh, okay, I have shared my screen. I hope you can see it. Can you see my screen?
Huh. Yes.
Okay, great.
Just let me know if you have any question.
Sure. Okay. So, so what I understand is that height of the bar matters here, and in
Hmm.
between it can trap depending on those height.
Yes.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, the height here is 2 and here is 1, so it can trap here only 1 because left and right. So if I find the highest one on, so this is the highest one, so it can, the height is 2 here. Okay, so I don't have to find the highest one. Lowest of these two is 1, and it can only trap one. Here height is 1, here is also 1, but here is 3. Okay, so okay, yeah, I got it now. So should I write the code?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so
You can share me the approach if what you are trying to.
okay, so what I have to do is I have to iterate over the entire array as you have displayed here.
Mm-hmm.
So what I will do is first I will like create like write down a simple for loop from start to end. And
Mm-hmm.
then let's say for this one, what I will do is I will traverse from start to this particular index where ith index is right now, right? So let's say we have two for loop, one is starting from ith and another one is starting from jth. So what I will do is I will then uh, so for this index, what I will do is I will find out the maximum height till this index and then traverse the array from this current index till end and then
Okay.
find the maximum height. So left and right side I will try to find out, and then the amount of water till this index what it can store is like minimum of this left height, whatever the maximum was,
Mm-hmm.
and the maximum of this side height. So I will find out the minimum of these among these two, and
Okay.
then I will so whatever the height of the current index is, I will then subtract from that minimum.
Okay, got it.
So then I will add like I will have a counter variable or like a result
Mhm.
variable. I will keep appending or
Just you can
add to
start.
it. You were saying something?
Yeah, I'm saying that you can start. I just got what you are trying to say.
Okay, let me.
No, are you using like a notepad or like array ID?
I can open Eclipse, but I think it will be really slow because even Teams is
Mm,
hanging
okay,
a
okay.
bit.
Okay, okay, no problem.
All right, so let me write down a method in that case. So let's say just returning int. Um, what was the elevation map, right? So here I'll be getting an array. So I'll name it array. Actually, I prefer IDE, but if it is slow, then I will not be able to use it much. Uh, let's say count equals to 0. First for loop and I equals to this is so not 0 to end. No, I start from 1 because then j will do the 0 for the left side, right? Okay. Here I have to find out the length of the array. Okay, j equals to 0 and j will stop at I. to find out the maximum. So let's say L max. Okay, L max will be max and current index, which will be array of j. Okay, now I have to find out right side. So let's do R max again. Here I okay. So it will start from and j equals to I plus 1, j less than array dot length, and then j plus plus x equals to math r max and then array j. Okay, now count plus equals to. So math dot min minus array of I. Yeah, so um, this will be the code. Hello.
Yes. Okay, so count will be math dot minus one. Okay, max, I max, L max, right max. Mm-hmm. Okay, so in this, so what will be the time complexity of this?
So we have two for loops, so it will be n square, not n square particularly because this is going to be iterated for, let's say, n times this one will be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, approximate you can say n square worst
Okay, I
case.
will like optimize it.
Um, okay, okay, so um, I have to iterate again. Um, two arrays. Okay. Um, Give me like 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. So iteration, we have to find out left side and then right side. So here left side, whatever is there on the right side, that matters. So let's say if I want this index, so I have to find out the left and the right. I'm not sure.
Not sure for what. Like,
Like I will take need some more time. Like I'm not sure like if I can think of it right now.
okay. Actually, just as you can think, like we are iterating over the array so many times.
Yes, actually
So either
what
we can.
what I thought of is like I can use two arrays, but again it will be worst case complexity wise for space. Like it will not be efficient for space because I'm now using three arrays. One is for like where we have this input and then two arrays. So it will not be again optimized for space. So
Okay, so, okay, no problem. So I'm sharing you another question.
okay,
Okay, so you can try it. I have sent you.
yes, I'm just opening this. Okay, doubly linked list. Got it. 25, 12, then 30, then 10, then 36, and then 15. Okay, so I have to iterate like this. And go at the bottom. Okay, so doubly linked list will be for both iteration from front and back. Okay, okay, so first I have to get the binary tree, then I can print the list. So I have to create a binary tree class. Okay, in order. So okay, so I I can use in order traversal in this case.
Okay.
So with that I can, but in that case I first have to get all these items into my like custom binary tree class,
Yes.
and then I can convert. So okay,
Yes, you can do that.
okay, let me write down the code. So I need binary tree class, okay, and I need node class first. No, yeah, node class first. Okay, uh, constructor, yes. Data, and then yeah, I have to custom. No, I don't have to do that. It will automatically null. Okay, class BT. So first I have to create head node, then one root node. Yes, root node. Then I have to do the traversal first and then I have to convert it. Okay, so if root equals to null, okay, I will need, okay, I will use recursion here. Um,
Okay.
so it will iterate till root equals to null, right? Okay, so I have to iterate over root here. So recursion ptt. So it will start leftmost first. No, right. Yeah, so I will start from right. Second, 12, 25. So 25, then 12, then 30. Okay. First left and then right. Okay. Eh, Um, okay. One. The, okay. So if it's supposed to question. So if it is null, that means that there is nothing inside. Okay. It's empty right now. So r equals to the current node, which is root right now, and then we'll also point that node has to be added after tail. So tail right point to node tail dot right equals to root. Okay, and then node root left root left will root left point. Yeah. So okay, this I have to create one more method. Okay, so I have to, okay, this will okay be yeah. Um, this will be the code. Hello.
Yes, Prashant. Yeah, I'm looking into it. Yes. Okay, so node to threaded. Mm-hmm. Okay. Could you please share me the solution with me in the chat?
Okay. I did.
Okay. Thanks. So, so like,
Oh, oh,
have you
oh.
worked on any design pattern?
Actually, sorry. There is one mistake. I did current dot next in the last while loop. It should be current dot right.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So I was saying, like, have you worked on any design pattern?
I have, yes.
So on which?
So common ones like abstract factory, dependency injection, bridge, adapter, uh, and then singleton.
Okay,
Yep.
great. So like, okay. And you know what is service registry?
Pardon?
Service registry.
Okay, yeah. So in like service registry in microservices particularly.
Yes.
Okay, so like it's also a pattern. What I can say is like let's say if so discovery and there are like client side discovery and server side discovery, right? So client can choose either to determine which one to use. So here we use like service registry pattern. So like there was a problem statement like how will client know that like in case of client side discovery or server side know about the
Mhm.
availability of the service, right? So this was the problem. So the solution was that we implement service registry because it is a database of services, and it contains details like what services, what instances, and at which location it is.
Okay. What about the call by value and call by reference in Java? Like since there are
So in Java, so there is only call by value. There is no call by reference.
okay,
So yeah, if we let's say if I let's say call my method test, so a method passing a value, that is call by value. There is no call by reference.
okay. But what about if we pass or like any object in this?
So
Like
let's say okay,
I
yeah, yeah. So
have
let
one class and I put in an object and I'm passing over through it.
so it will not be
So
affected because that is going to be so like let's say if I'm passing something in my method argument, so that will be method scope. So even if I try to change the original one, it won't be affected because I'm right now changing the method scope variable. I can use
okay, now
reflection
let's
API
say. Mhm.
to alter the value.
Now say like I have created one object class A, and
Hmm.
class A has two members. Okay, name and age. Okay.
Okay,
Now I have passed that parameter, that object, to one of my method, and in that method, what I am doing, I'm changing the name and I'm changing the age.
okay.
So will that reflect in the object if
So
I go out of?
no, no, it will not.
Mhm.
So if I'm printing inside the method, so it is obviously going
Mhm.
to give out the affected result, right? But when you go
Okay.
outside, it is not going to get affected.
Okay. Okay. But I think it will, because in that case, object will be passed as a value.
So
So object won't be changed, but its internal value can be changed.
so so let's say I'm using let's say int age equals to let's say my age 27. So int age equals to 27. That is the
Mm.
initialized age. And
Yes.
let's say the method that we are using is change. So inside
Mm.
I'm changing the age to 100. So
Mm.
changes will remain in the local variable, as in the variable which is right now passed as an argument. So argument will also have a name. Let's say I'm using the same name age, or I can use a different age. Let's say age 1. So that if I use that reference name inside the method, then it is going to give out or print out 100. Otherwise, let's say if I try to create a new object of my class and then do or call that method, even after
Mm.
that, if you try to use, let's say my method, my class name is Prashanth. So Prashanth dot age is going to give out 27. I can use Eclipse to demonstrate that solution, but I think it is not going to get affected.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, you can try.
Yeah, but it will take some time like I told you before.
Mm-hmm. No problem. I'm sharing you one example. You can, rather than opening the Eclipse, you can just tell me what will be the output of that.
Okay. Yeah, so here it will get changed because now you are using the class reference like op.data. So in this case, it is going to get affected. So here
Yes.
the value will be, so initialized one is 50 and you are adding 100. So it will be 150. But if you don't use op.data here, let's say if you're using just data like that we usually do, in that case it is going to remain
Mm-hmm.
50.
Yes, it will. Yes, in that case, it will remain 50.
Yes. Yeah, that is what I was referring to actually.
Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. So, do you know what is solid principles?
I do, yes.
Yes. Could you please explain?
Okay, I'll start with like solid stand for five principle and it starts from single responsibility. So that is what S stands for. So solid single responsibility says that a class, whatever I'm going to create, it should have only one responsibility and it should only do one task, right? So that is single responsibility. Then we have open closed principle, which says that the class or the code that I'm writing, it should be open for extension, and it should be closed for modification. So yeah, and then L is for Liskov substitution principle. So let's say there is an hierarchy of parent-child relationship. So if my let's say there is a class A and B, and class A is a child of class B. So in that case, if I were to replace B without A, B with A, I should be able to do that. So that is Liskov substitution principle.
Okay.
And then I was interface segregation. So it says that I should always have smaller interfaces rather than large interfaces. So if I have some large interface, it should be splitted down to smaller ones, because if we do that, I'm like sure that the classes which are implementing my interface have to be concerned about the method that they need. They don't have to bother about the methods that they don't need because of the larger interface, right? And then L and the D is dependency inversion. So it is like we have to do loose coupling of our code. So it says like
Okay.
if we have a high level code written somewhere, so it should be low level. So and it gets implemented by using abstractions. So yeah, that was all.
Okay. And like if I ever come into a situation like I have to optimize my query,
Hmm.
like my query is taking so much time.
Okay.
So what are the steps I should take?
So query performance. So it
Yes.
depends. First of all, I will have a look at the design requirement, or like the
Mm-hmm.
business requirement for which it was returned.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to use joins, like inner join, and not where clause. So
Okay.
I will try to use uh, like um, so I can use prepared statements for avoiding any security issue, but that is not going to affect much on the performance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can use select particular columns rather than using select star from. So yeah, these steps I can use.
And what about indexing?
Indexing can be headache also. So we have to be sure, pretty sure that on these columns I have to use index, because if we just implement index on the entire table, it is going to give
Mm.
out lesser optimization.
Yes.
So that will take a lot of like boom, like we have to think among the team and decide like on
Yes.
which. Yeah. But these steps that I've told you, as a developer, we should follow to not write that code.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So Prashant, I think that's all from me. Like, do you have any question?
Um, no, I think yeah, that is all.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, Prashant. Have
Yep.
a nice day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.